Tea Party politician hides behind the Bible. Two conservative Michigan lawmakers, Todd Courser and Cindy Gamrat, have been accused of having an affair together. Both lawmakers are currently married, with the former having 4 children and the latter having 3. In the midst of a heightened and tense environment surrounding revelations about his affair with Gamrat, Courser sought to divert attention away from his action by plotting to release an email accusing him of both using drugs and getting caught with a male prostitute. In this email that was sent to the Republicans in Lansing, Courser asserted that he was being blackmailed by the political Lansing Mafia. In a lengthy post on his Facebook page, Todd Courser admitted to the affair with Gamrat. Courser, who is known as a strong proponent of conservative Christian and family values, noted that, "Instantly I have been shown to be a hypocrite in my life, a liar, a laughable joke. Much, if not all, that is presently justified. But in spite of all that, I am a Christian and I am a follower of Christ, and my failures in no way reduce or negate God's promises." In the end, Courser sought forgiveness from everyone he has hurt through his actions. Cindy Gamrat herself also engaged in a press conference with her husband at her side, where she admitted the affair and accepted full responsibility for it. She, however, denied that she engaged in any wrongdoing with respect to her official capacity as a lawmaker. She also denied any involvement in the email scandal that Gamrat was implicated in order to hide the affair. Both Courser and Gamrat have been called to resign. While Courser claimed that resigning would be the equivalent of submitting to the authority of the establishment machine, Gamrat insisted that she has yet to decide whether she will resign or stay in office. In the meantime, the Speaker of the House, Kevin Cotter, ordered an investigation by the House Business Office into whether Gamrat and Courser broke any rules whilst engaging in their extramarital affair. If any illegal activity is found, the pair could be forcefully removed from office if 2/3 of the members of the House vote in favor of their impeachment. College students need apologetics courses. Fearless Faith, as is claimed by its founders, instructors, and supporters, is a seminar offered in churches to instill in students the tools necessary to defend their faith. The organization claims to lessen, although not completely eliminate, the chances of young evangelicals who participate in their seminars from leaving the church when they get out into the real world. According to Fearless Faith, college professors are 5 times more likely to be atheist, and thus 70% of young evangelicals who leave the church do so under the influence of their atheist professors, combined with an unpreparedness to defend their faith. Mike Adams, a Fearless Faith instructor, insisted that many students are unprepared to think critically about their professors and their university's worldviews and lose their faith by being taken unawares. Adams went on to note that analytical thinking and the certainty that is rooted in one's faith are necessary components of resisting the influence of atheist professors' beliefs. One of such implications of analytical thinking will be engaging in such actions as asking the teachers thoughtful questions in regards to claims that they make about Christianity or religion in general. He also asserts that students ought to be aware of their rights and freedoms so they can defend themselves when such rights are violated. Meanwhile, Warner Wallace, author of Cold Case Christianity, says, "Make no mistake about it, there are battles looming for each and every young Christian in the church today. The battles are waiting for our sons and daughters when they get to go to university or enter the secular workplace. The church needs to be in the business of scheduling battles and training our young people for these battles." He seems to insist that this, in the end, is the mission set out by Fearless Faith. Pastor sentenced to prison for swindling the elderly. Jim Staley, the founder and pastor of the Passion for Truth Ministries in St. Charles, Missouri, was sentenced to 7 years in prison for investment fraud against 11 elderly people. A prosecutor noted that some of the victims chose to invest their money with Staley because they believed him to be a nice religious man. On the website, the mission statement for the Passion for Truth Ministries states, "Passion for Truth is a ministry devoted to doing Bible things in Bible ways and going beyond the traditions and doctrines of men and getting back to the Christian roots of our faith. We do this in part by looking at the scriptures from the original author's perspective. To find out the true identity in the Messiah, we take seriously the study of his word, rightly dividing it in its original context, and living out his truth in the faith and love of Yeshua Jesus, through establishing strong, healthy individuals, families, and ultimately through the context of a strong, healthy local congregation." With respect to the fraud, it seems that the pastor's passion for the truth may have been biased if an FBI statement is to be believed. The Federal Bureau's document contains the following information. According to the indictment, in 2007, James Staley operated Wealth Financial International. That same year, he became a sales agent for the premium financing company located in California known as B&B Equity. As a sales agent, Staley found individuals to provide loans for life insurance policies. In many instances, several of these investor-lenders' funds were bundled together to provide financing to purchase one life insurance policy. Staley received a commission for each investor-lender that he found to contribute financing for the purchase of the life insurance policies. Staley defrauded 11 investors-lenders by causing them to invest over $3.4 million with B&B, giving him commissions totaling over $570,000. On the day that Staley pleaded guilty to the investment fraud, several members of his church were there to offer him support. Staley apologized to the victims of his scam, even though he has yet to pay back a large portion of what he owes. Before he received a sentence, Staley stated, "I praise God that I know who is really the judge and in control. Our lives are not really our own. We are bought with a price, and if this is His will, then so be it. Many men of God have gone to prison. I pray that I am not one of them, but may His will be done." Catholic priest runs away. On April 15th, a 15-year-old boy went to use the bathroom where the priests and altar servants prepared for Mass in St. Francis Catholic Church in Sherwood, Oregon. In the bathroom, he noticed that an electrical outlet was affixed to the wall of the bathroom, and he deemed this a strange place to affix an electrical outlet. He removed it and reported it to the priest, Father Israel Bayan, and was then discovered that what looked like an electrical outlet was in fact a disguised camera. A couple of days later, the boy's mother contacted the priest to see whether the police wanted to talk to her son, but was told that wouldn't be necessary. A couple of weeks later, the boy's father contacted the priest and discovered that not only was there not an update from the police concerning the incident, but the priest had failed to notify the church's deacon. This information was only discovered after Father Bian went on to falsify the police reports by a Facebook message. After the boy's father set a meeting with the priest and the deacon, Bian eventually came clean about not reporting the incident to the police because he had misplaced the camera and was afraid of the consequences that would follow from that. It was later agreed that the incident would be reported to the police. The Archdiocese of Portland reported that Father Bian was placed on administrative leave on June 24th, and the police investigating the incident now believe that the priest was either responsible for the camera or aided and abetted whoever was, and have released a warrant for his arrest. However, it has since been reported that Father Bian traveled to the Philippines to visit family and is not known when he will be returning back to Oregon. For now, it seems as though he has no intention of coming back.